Hey there, good looking. Are you looking for a leg, glute, and hip workout that doesn't mess around, that gets straight to the point? Well, you have found it. Listen, we are training functional movement patterns today, so a lot of single leg drills, which not only will fire up the legs, hips, and glutes, but will also get your core working. Now, you need some tools for this workout, so please grab yourself a chair or a bench, or even the side of your bed or couch will work, in addition to one heavy dumbbell. For reference, I'm using a 20-pound. You ready? Well, I hope so. Let's go get warmed up. Why, hello there. Hey, I'm PJ from fitnesswithpj.com, as well as over50fitness.co. And here's the scoop. If you are watching this on YouTube, click that subscribe button so we can keep training together. If you are enjoying this workout as well as all my others, ads free on the Over 50 Fitness app, head to the private Facebook community after this workout so you and I can chat about what you thought of it. And if you also had any questions, we can answer them there. All right? Awesome. Let's get warmed up and then we'll get busy. Here we go. Feet apart for me. Toes are slightly turned out. You're going to push your bum rearward. Give me a wide squat, knees tracking with the toes, and just get everything warmed up nice and easy here. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, this is a fantastic functional workout because we're working a lot of single leg drills. So when we move in life, right, we're bringing one leg in front of the other and kind of balancing on that one leg. So that's why we call it functional. We're going to hit a variety of different movement patterns through the hips and knees, and we do some lunges in the workout, but I'm going to show you how you can work around if lunges don't work for you. All right, here we go. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, here we go. Now bring a knee up to the chest. Beautiful. And then the other side. You got it. Now as the knee comes up, I want you to bring the opposite arm up across. Contralateral, again, functional movement pattern, because when we walk, we swing the other arm ahead as the other leg is behind us. Good job. And you might have to think about this move a little bit too, right? It's like walking and patting your belly and chewing gum at the same time. And you want to stick around to the very end of this workout too. I got a really great hip finisher for us, which is going to be really special, especially if you do have sensitive knees. We're going to hit the outer hip muscle, which might help with that sensitivity in the knees. Here we go. Last 4, 3, 2, one more, 1. All right, step it back for me for a hip extension. Bring the arms up and then the other leg. Beautiful. So we're bending that front knee a little bit and creating length in that back hip. Now, if this feels good for you, I want you to bend that back knee into a lunge. But again, make sure it feels good for the knees. Lunges aren't for everyone. That's why I always offer options and variations for you. All right, now for those of you that are able to, let's get the knee right down to the ground. Reach up, look up. Good, other leg. Back knee to the ground, reach up, look up. Beautiful. Last 4. One more each leg. Last one here. Excellent. All right, final warm-up drill, single leg hip extension. Soften your right knee for me. Bring that left leg, bring it behind you for a hip extension. Perfect. So we will be doing this move with a dumbbell, turning it into a one-legged deadlift in our strength movement pattern. But let's just get used to being on that one leg. Focus your stare on something stationary. You're trying to lift that back leg up so it's parallel to your ground, and you have softness in this working leg here. Last 4, 3, 2, one more. Whew, there goes my balance. And other side. Here we go. Soften the working knee. Ready, and lift that back leg. Good. Tap it down. Give yourself sort of a reset before you do your next rep. Don't worry about speed, right? This is more trying to get the range of motion, lengthening into the hamstring, and teaching you how to balance on that one leg so when we come to the strength portion. Perfect. Whoop. There goes my balance. Here we go. Last 2. And 1. March it out. All right. We're starting this with a Tabata. It's going to continue warming up the body, all right? It's called a pivot squat. So you're going to mirror me, take the leg behind you, and that hip extension that we just learned, and then we pivot to a wide, and I want you to see how far you can drop into your squat without posterior tilting your pelvis. So you want to push your bum back a bit. Lift up and reset and regroup to me. You ready? No? What are you doing? Okay, good. Here we go. So mirror me, all right? Leg behind you. It's fairly straight. I'm off of the heel. Now, let's pivot, drop it low, toes turned out, knees chalk with toes, come back up. Beautiful. So by going a little wider with that lunge, we're being able to drop ourselves a little lower. Again, we're not tucking the bum under those, so make sure that you've got that lower lumbar curve. This foot here, time, we stay with this, we only have 20 seconds. This foot here, you're not moving that much, okay? It's gonna stay fairly planted. It's the back one we pivot. So same side again, ready, set, go. So 4 rounds of 20 seconds, and then we'll switch lead legs. Whoop. So on this guy here, once you've got the form and you kind of understand the pivot portion of it, pick up the tempo a bit. Time. Okay, 2 more, same leg. Again, I'm off that back heel. When I start facing you, I want you to do the same. Ready? Now pivot, drop the back heel, drop the bum. Good. Chest up, head up. Yes, beautiful. And if you can't go down this deep, don't worry about it. You go to the depth that you want to and that feels good for your knees. Time. We got 1 more and then we'll do the other lead leg. Everybody's in a different journey, all right? You showed up. I'm proud of you. That's all that counts. Ready? Go. But I do want you to keep moving, all right? Don't stop. If your knees are getting a little tired, then just take it down a bit, all right? But don't stop. Time. All right, other leg is forward, other leg is back. Now I'm off of this back heel, and it's this back leg that'll pivot. Let's give it a go. Ready? Down, pivot. Good. Here we go, 20 seconds here. So again, it's that pivot coming from the back leg. This front leg stays planted. Going wide, my feet are a bit wider than my mat. And I'm sinking deep. Again, you play around with your depth. Time. All right, we got 3 more of those and then we move on. This is getting things warmed up pretty quick, isn't it? Here we go. Ready? Round 2, go. Time. Whew. Okay, 2 more to go, and then we're moving on to a different movement pattern. Whew. My heart rate, yeah, my heart rate's up there. Go. Round 3 of 4. I love doing these mini Tabatas at the beginning of strength workouts because it gets us warm, gets us ready, and we get a little bit of a calorie burn here. Not to say that lifting weights, you're not burning calorie. You are. Anytime you move your body, time, 1 more to go, we're using calories as that fuel, all right? So don't get too hung up on calorie burn. Ready? Here we go. Last one. And then we're going to head down real quick on the mat for a high plank. And you'll see a modification using the chair and the screen with my hands on a chair in a high plank. So if you're a beginner or you have sensitive wrists or shoulders, that's probably where you're going to want to be. Time. All right. Otherwise, you're down on the mat. Whether you're on the chair or the ground, you want your wrists just a little past your shoulders, so before your shoulders. Feet are hip width apart. We're sinking back into a prone squat like so for 20 seconds, all right? Same movement pattern if your hands are elevated. It's just less body weight and making it a little bit more comfortable, as I said, for the shoulders and the wrists. You ready? All right, here we go, 8 rounds. Go. Now your feet are apart. You're keeping your knees close to the mat as you drive your hips back. Now we also get the added benefit of working shoulder mobility here and the core, right? We're holding our body against gravity here. Deep core muscles are fired up to help us out. Time. Whew. Now round 1, felt pretty good. Let's wait until we get to round 8. Here we go, number 2 of 8. Ready? Go. That'd be cool. We're gonna feel good after this. We'll grab a sip of water after this and then move into our strength. I find this prone squat really fires up my quads and time. It's a little easier on the knee joint. Shake out the wrists if you need to. Here we go, get set up, ready, number 3 of 8, go. When you sink back, those knees are pretty close to your ground if you're here on the mat with me. Time. Whew. Now my quads are starting to talk to me. How about you? This is good though. This is what we signed up for, yeah? Ready? Go. 4 of 8. And if you're part of the 10-day Booty Love Challenge, welcome to day 10, my friend. I am so damn proud of you. Time. Whew. All right, officially halfway. Here we go, number 5 of 8. Let's start getting set up. Ready? Go. Now you want your feet shoulder width apart. You don't want them narrow. So take a peek. Good. Time. Whew. All right, we got this, we got this. Big high fives when we're done, all right? Here we go. Whew. Number, what are we on? 6. Number 6 of 8. Oh my goodness, PJ, don't lose count now. Time. Whew. All right, 2 more to go. Here we go, 7 of 8, go, baby. Time. Whew. All right, team. 1 more to go. Okay, shake out those wrists. Give yourself that pep talk. 20 seconds away from water break. Go. Time. Holy moly. All right. Remember I said high fives? Yeah, come to the camera. Or come to the screen for you. High five. Good job. All right, grab a sip of water. Whew. We're going to give the legs a bit of a breather before we head into the strength portion. All right, get your gear set up. We'll need that dumbbell as well as access to that chair. You can also hold on to a wall, but we will need to elevate your feet on the final movement pattern, so that will also work on a bench or a side of your couch or coffee table, something that can elevate your feet. All right, we're starting, as I said, all single leg patterns for the strength move. So a couple of things that will happen here is we will get a lot more core recruited. We will work our balance, so really great functional drills. In addition, as we work single leg, the other leg gets a chance to recover. So we're not just hitting the muscle hard every time. Okay, we're starting with a 1 leg deadlift. And I want you to hold on to something for this. In the warm-up, We did it freestanding, but because we're quite loaded up, I want you to focus more on the strength portion as opposed to trying to hold your balance, all right? However, if you are a rock star and can hold on to your heavy and maintain your balance, hey, do it. All right, I'm gonna push the timer. We've got 15 seconds for setup. Okay, so dumbbell in your left hand, and that means that we're going to keep the right foot on the ground, hold on to your chair with that right arm. Coming down, keep the shoulders squared, just like warm up, back leg comes up. Ready, set, and go. Now we have softness in that working leg. We're not allowing this dumbbell to pull this left shoulder forward. We want to keep the shoulders squared. And as mentioned, you're hinging from the hip joint. So that means right up here, not through your waistband. Now we have 3 different one-legged movement patterns to do. 45 seconds on the clock, 15-second recovery, all right, or to get us set up for the next leg, and 3 rounds. So there you go. There's the Cole's notes of what you're about to start here. Let's get in one more here. Time. All right. Now I'm going to move my chair only because I want to stay facing you. You don't have to. So now we're keeping the left foot on the ground, dumbbell in the other hand, softness in that left knee. All right. Hold on to the wall or back of your chair. Now, you may find one side easier to do than the other. That's quite normal. That's again why I love doing these single leg drills, so we can work out any imbalances you may have. Do you feel that in the back of your thigh here, your hamstring? Yeah. That's kind of the main mover. We're really lengthening the back leg there. And then as secondary movers, we've got the glutes fired up and then the hip here to stabilize, and then your core muscles. Time. All right. We have a stutter, step, reverse lunge. Now, if lunges don't work for you, you're going to see me doing a side leg lift on the mat, okay? It looks totally different than what we're doing, but it's going to be a lot more knee friendly. Otherwise, join me, mirror me, dumbbell in your right hand. Good. Now, you're going to stutter back with that right leg a bit. Give me a lunge. Good. Now stutter behind you and give me a full lunge. Step. So when we lunge with the foot close to the heel, I want you to hinge to the hip joint and lean forward. When we lunge with the leg right back, I want this back shoulder and hip aligned. So here we're going to bend, hip hinge forward, turn it into a little bit more glute dominant, and now bend, nice and upright in the body, and make it more knee dominant or quadricep dominant. So here we go, hip dominant, straight up and down, good. And again, if this doesn't work for you, time. All right, you'll do the side leg lift, making sure that that top hip is leaning forward and that back leg is behind you a bit and you're leading with the heel. All right, let's do the other side. Here we go. So dumbbells now in your other hand. Step back, just half of your distance, hinge to the hip, bend the knees, come all the way up. Now step back fully. Now back shoulder and hip align, full on lunge. Good. Or you're on the other side hip and you're doing the side leg lifts. And again, it looks nothing like what we're doing here, and it is hitting different muscles, but it's still going to target into the hip area and is going to be a lot more friendlier on your knees. So you choose what movement pattern is going to work for you and stick with it and stick with me. Woo. Time. All right, dumbbell off to the side. Using the edge of your chair, couch, bench, place the right foot on top, left one is elevated. We're doing a one-leg bridge, arms down by your side. Push to the heel, lift up. Good, hips stay even. So you'll feel this now in the right hamstring and right glute. That left leg is just dead weight up there. Try not to swing it. I see the swinging sometimes happen with people in the gym, and that does help you lift the hips, but we don't want momentum. We want just this right leg to do the work. Bum is close to your bench, not too far away. Time. All right, we're going to get ourselves set up with the other leg. You may have to move your bum closer to your bench. You might have pushed yourself away a bit. That's normal. All right, other leg straight up. You ready? We're pushing through that left leg now and lift up. Good. So with this workout, I tried to give you a really good mix of both knee dominant and hip dominant movements. So we also want to think about hip flexion and hip extension when we're doing hip dominant. So as mentioned, working through the different movement patterns of the hip and knee so that you get a well-balanced workout. Now this is the final movement pattern. We head back up to that one leg deadlift when the timer goes. Time. All right, here we go. Whew. So dumbbell is in your left hand, your right leg is doing the deadlift, all right? You can hold on to the wall or your bench, softness in that right knee. And then you can add some hip flexion and drive the knee up. So second round, you know what's coming now, so let's really perfect your form. Understand what a hip hinge is. Okay, be aware of where your other joints are in relation to space and what we're doing. Don't be sloppy. One more. Time. All right, so let's do the other side. Or other leg, I should say. So dumbbell on the right. Softness in that left. Whew. Start with the knee up, start with that flexion in the hip, and then come back. Whew. Good. Can you extend that leg behind you? Good. Flex the foot, pressing the heel up towards your ceiling. Time. All right. Dumbbell in your other hand. Whatever hand the dumbbell is in, that leg steps back for our stutter step reverse lunge or side leg lift on your side. Ready? Step it back just half a distance. Bend both knees, but hinge through the hip. Come all the way up. Step back even further. Bend the knees. Good. Now, if you're doing those side leg lifts, like I said, in the first round, you want that top hip almost pointed down to your ground, and then the top leg is straight, press behind you slightly, so you're in what we call hip extension, and then you're leading with the heel. You'll see in the demo, I've got my top arm in front of me. It's kind of holding me in the position that I need to be in to really hit that outer hip muscle properly. Woo, baby. This is getting everything, isn't it? Time. All right. Dumbbells in the other hand. Whew. So same thing, okay? Ready? Nice and upright in the body. Now let's step back. Good. And bend. Good. Now step back more. And now we're not bending forward with the upper body. Good. Now half distance. Bend the knees and then hinge forward. And then all the way. Good. Now, if you need a sip of water, because I need a sip of water myself. I want you to wait till the 15-second break, all right? Come on. We have one-legged bridges coming up. Time. All right, one-legged bridges. Get the left leg on top. Whew, I'm grabbing a quick sip of water. Left leg on, right leg in the air. Arms down by your side and go. Remember, bum's close to your bench and you're not swinging that right leg. Ooh, baby. Time. Thank goodness. It was a really long 45 seconds. Am I the only one who felt that? Holy cow. All right, other leg. You ready? Set and go. Yeah, I'm not superhuman. I struggle just as much as you're struggling. All right, crew, we have one more round to go, all right? Come on, hang in there, hang in there. One more round, that's nothing. We've almost done 2 rounds. One more, who cares? We could do that in our sleep. No, you got this. You showed up, we're gonna finish strong. I'll coach you every step of the way, just stay with me. Time, all right, one-legged deadlift. Woo, baby. Dumbbell in the left hand. Right leg is staying on the ground. Yeah, come on. Ready, set, and go. Try that knee flexion or hip flexion. Oh, you're flexing the knee too. It's important to note that if you're struggling, it's real, all right? Working out isn't easy. So cut yourself some slack. You showed up, you're doing your best, and you keep doing that, and you will see results. The results I want for you is health, confidence, and to move better. You may have different goals for yourself, but those are my goals for you. Time, all right? And if you stick with it and stay consistent, it'll happen. I absolutely promise you that. Close to 30 years in the industry, I know, I've seen it. Ready? Other arm, other leg, go. Everybody has it within them. You just have to find what ignites you and stick with it. So if it's me, awesome. Let's keep going. If it's not me, then awesome. Find something that does. Light that fire within and help motivate you to get your runners on. And then pretty soon, you won't need motivation. It becomes a habit. Stutter step, reverse lunge coming up, or side leg lift if your knees are getting a little tired. But I hope it's me. I hope it's me you're bonding with. But I get it. I'm not for everybody. Time. Totally get it. All right, dumbbell in your left hand. So we're stuttering back with the left leg, all right? So remember, we take it half a step. Do it with me. Now we bend both knees and hinge through the hip. Drive up. Now step back some more. And do it again. Remember, if you're on the ground with that side leg lift, top hip is rolled forward. Top leg is pushed back a bit, lead with the heel. So let's really keep each rep crisp. It's our last set. It's going to be a bit of a struggle, but we want to stay crisp with every rep. Finish strong. We got this together, okay? You and I. Time. Other hand. Okay, now you're stepping back with the other leg. Whoo, baby. Here we go. Step back, half a step. Bend the knees into that lunge. It's like a crowded lunge, but then we hinge forward. Good. Now step back. It's a crowded lunge. You're all crowded here. Crowds. I don't think we'll ever do those again, right? They terrify me. I didn't like big groups of people to begin with, but now, after COVID, they frighten me. That's why I like working online with you. No crowds. Time. All right. One leg bridge, and then we grab water. Whew. Here we go. Left foot on. Please don't swing the right arm, right leg I mean, and arms down by your side. Yeah, LH and I went to Mexico over Christmas, and we went on public transit, and holy cow, their buses are cramped, and it stressed us both out. So you can see a little imaginary coronavirus floating in the air. That's probably the riskiest things I've ever done. Not parachuting, not jumping out of a plane, off a cliff. Nope. Going on a crowded bus in Mexico during COVID. That's a risky move, I know. We didn't do it again. We took a cab back. Time. All right. Other leg. And then we stretch. No, we don't. I lied. Sorry. And then we've got one more finisher, and then we stretch. Here we go. Ready? And up. But you want to stay for the finisher, especially if you do have sensitivity in the knees. We're going to work the outer hip, work your balance, work the stabilizers in the knee joint. Yes, it's going to be super duper awesome. Trainers promise. Woo! One more, you guys. Time. Nicely done. Bring the knees into your chest. Let's give the glutes and low back a little bit of a stretch. All right, now we need to stand for the final drill. And if you can, I want you to try not to hold on to your chair, back of your chair or wall. But if you need to, have a position so it is there in case you do lose your balance. All right. So we're doing standing fire hydrants. If you've been a part of Fitness with PJ over 50 fitness workouts for a while now, you know that I love this drill. All right. We have 4 rounds of 20 seconds on one leg, and then the other leg, and then we're done. All right, so essentially, you are stabilizing, just mirror me with that leg. This one comes up and lifting up. All right, so standing fire hydrant. So we really do work stabilization on this leg that's rooted while we work hip abduction on the other leg. You ready? So mirror me, softness in the knees, put your smile on. Come on, I don't need any grumpy pants joining me. Okay, good. Ready? And lift up. Now focus your stare on something stationary to help with your balance, and that will not be me. So find something to stare at. I'm not even staring at me. I can't look at the camera. I will lose my balance. So I'm staring just below. As mentioned, I have softness in the stabilizing leg, and I'm lifting this leg up as high as I can, trying to keep it right to the side of my body. Now here's the scoop. We're doing it again. Same leg, all right? We have 4 rounds. Ready, set, and go. Good. So I want you to think of a string on the outside of this knee, and it's pulling it up towards this ceiling. We're trying to get the inside of the knee parallel to your ground. We're not bringing the knee forward for this motion. We're purely going through the side, or what we call abduction, abduction. Okay? Now you're going to feel it on this leg well before you start to feel it on this one. So if you're starting to feel this hip, that's normal. Ready? Go. Number 3 of 4. Woo. Oh, I'm really feeling it now on this hip. Okay. Whew. Now I am hinged forward a bit through the upper body. Time. I'm going to go to my side just so you can see. All right, and that's probably what you're going to want to do. So it's like the bum's being pushed back a little bit. All right, ready? Last time on this leg. And then again, I'm focused on something stationary. Just trying to lift that leg up as high as it can come through the side plane of my body. Last one on this leg, and then the other side. We're almost there, crew. This is it. Last exercise time. All right, now shake out that leg that was stabilizing us. All right, because she's a little tired. Now we've got the other side. So again, softness in the knee, push the bum back, hinge forward a bit, and up with the other leg. Great job. You may find one side a lot easier to balance on the other. Again, totally normal. And again, that's why I love these drills, to work out the imbalances that we just create through daily living. Time, 3 more to go. However, if we keep creating those imbalances, it could set us up for injury, which we don't want. Here we go. Ready, set, and go. However, if you've made it this far in life and never injured yourself before, bravo. Please share your secret down below. Time, 2 more to go. I always say if you haven't hurt something by the time you're 50, you haven't lived. Last 2 rounds. I say that jokingly and somewhat serious at the same time. Time. Whew. 1 more to go, and then we stretch. Ready, set, go. Time. Great job, you. All right, grab a sip of water. Don't leave me yet, because we do need to stretch out all the muscles we just worked, okay? Okay, using the side of your chair, couch, wall, coffee table, let's start into the hip flexor and the quadriceps, because boy, did they work, especially that beginning, that prone squat series. Okay, now heads up. You may need to double up your mat or place a pillow under the knee, but I want the left knee close to your bench or chair, foot up against it, and then lift yourself upright, this knee and ankle aligned. Now, the closer your heel is to this back hip, the more intense the stretch is, so you can adjust accordingly. You want this back shoulder, hip, and knee all in one line, so we're not hinging forward. So if you find that you're hinging forward because it's just too deep of a stretch, move yourself away from your anchor point. Whew. Now let's take that left arm straight up, so we're separating rib from hip, and then lean away. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. And release. All right, let's do the other leg. That was a little too intense on my knee. Here we go. Right knee on the ground. There, much better. Ooh, yeah. All right, so shoulder, hip, knee aligned, front knee and ankle aligned, upright in the upper body. Inhale that right arm straight up, rib away from hip, now lean away. It's amazing what a little cushion can do for a knee joint, huh? And release. All right, let's continue using this chair, or as I said, you might have a couch, bench. Let's place the left foot on it and then cross the right ankle over. So it's just an assisted figure 4 stretch. Once again, the closer your bum is to where your foot is anchored, the more intense the stretch is. Now take a look. I want this left heel and knee and hip aligned, and then bring it a little on the outside of this left shoulder, and you're going to get a better stretch into that right glute and hip. Arms can be down by your side, or you can lift them up above the head. Whew. And just do a couple of deep breaths, stretching into that hip, into the deep glute muscle, that right side, call your piriformis. I'm really proud of you for showing up. This was a tough workout. It's a long workout. We're at 42 minutes now. But it is such a great leg workout to help you move better and to be stronger. And again, that's my goal for you. All right, let's do the other side. So we want that right ankle and knee lined up, and then we want that knee lined up but just on the outside of that right shoulder. Ooh, this side's a little tighter. How about you? Holy moly. Looks like I need to give a little bit more love to my left hip. Couple of deep breaths now into that hip. And release that left leg and just let it rest on top of your chair or bench, and extend your right leg straight up for hamstring stretch. If you are able to, hands are going to come behind the thigh, and you're thinking about lifting the leg out of the hip socket while you also draw it towards you. Now, if your thigh, back of your leg starts to shake, I want you to let it go a little bit, all right? You're taking it a little too deep, and the spindles in your hamstrings are telling your central nervous system this is too much, and the hamstrings are contracting, resisting that stretch. So just let it go until it stops stretching, and it might even be way past 90. Does not matter. Hold the stretch properly on a consistent basis, and you'll get that length that you're looking for in the back of your thighs. Let's do the other side. My leg's shaking here. I don't know if it's because the stretch is too deep or just because my hamstrings are done after this workout. And release. Bring yourself up for me. Get into the inner thigh. Bring the feet wide, toes are up, press the backs of the knees towards your ground. Now use your hands behind you to press up and then forward. And now let's bring the insoles of your feet together. Same stretch, butterfly stretch. Again, use your arms to help lift yourself up and then press forward. And release. There we go. We did it. And for those of you that just completed the 10-day leg and booty challenge, congratulations. Hey, listen, if you're not already a part of the Over 50 fitness community, come and join us. It's a great group, and there's some amazing workouts on the platform. You can check out the info down below and grab your free trial. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next workout. Bye.